We're the Brits. We're a family of five just trying to find our way in this journey called life. Come along with us as we build our life one step at a time. I promise it'll be a great adventure. This is Big Red. Big Red is a 2011 8.5 by 34-foot gooseneck. It was manufactured by the Aluminum Trailer Company and it is a Motive Series. It has a steel frame with aluminum panel, and along with that, it has a whole lot of leaks. But that's okay, because we plan to repair those, and also we plan to build ourselves a toy hauler, just the way we want. So please join us. Let's hope this goes well. And first things first, let's get this baby cleaned up, because that's pretty much my favorite thing to do. Check it out. So as you can see, Big Red's a car hauler, and along with the car hauler part, we got a free gigantic tire rack. It's pretty sweet. Holds that fan very well. Killer deal. So my main goal here is to start removing interior panels and figure out what kind of water damage we got going on. My hope is that we're just looking at some surface rust and something we can throw some rust converter on and hopefully seal up the leaks and move on. So these interior panels turned out to be a little more tricky than I thought to get down. Was having some trouble, and then well, my supervisor came in. Here he is, giving me the lowdown on how to get this thing out of here. So I'll work a little longer. And yeah, there he is watching. Sure enough, I get it down. Man knows what he's talking about. I finally have a little success here and get a panel worked loose. Well, almost. Yeah, there we go. So you can see a little water damage there. It's not terrible. It's just a lot of rust, honestly. And pretty much the frame is surface rust. Not bad. Pretty much what I was hoping for. Now I'm getting a measurement of the frame because I've been dying to know what size it is, and it's a 1.5 by 1. Pretty normal. They are 16-inch on centers, which is pretty cool. And because it's so humid, my supervisor asked me to sit down, take a break for a few minutes, and talk it over. He's really into this. Okay, break's over. He wants me to lower the back ramp down, and it's actually worked out fairly well. It's got a nice 4-foot transition for a low profile car. I don't know if we'll ever have a low profile car to drive in, but maybe so. That would be nice.
Good job. You got it. So what do you think of our new trailer, buddy?
Good.
Good. What's your favorite part?
That part.
This part? That part? That part of it. Awesome. Are you having fun working on it?
Huh?
Are you having fun working with me?
Yes.
Helping me?
Yes.
You're a pretty cool helper. Alright. Let's show everybody what we got. We found some spots where it leaked. These areas that are rusty but still pretty solid. Gotta love that solid steel test there. It's very technical. Here we are preparing to lay out the interior, what we're hoping it's gonna look like. Really just dreaming of being done with this thing. It's only the first day. You'll notice a little noise in the background. That's just fairly normal for our household. Lots of fun though. Check these guys out, having a blast. And we're laying out the upper cabinets here. That plan is already changed, so really we're just putting tape on the wall for no reason. We're going to have something up there, but I'm not sure about these full-size upper cabinets. Just a little too much weight at the moment. To be continued. Probably, I'm sure that'll change several times. I do remember that.
That was so funny.
Alrighty.
Alright.
So this is where we're at.
What is that?
Not quite a week into this. We got almost one full side done.
These are old shorts.
We've got cabinets out, the steps are moved, electrical's hanging. Got to get that out of there. Working on that now. Front, it's mostly gone. All the way around. So we're to there. We have these 1, 2, 3, 5 boards left. I believe we found a leak or some water. That's a problem. That's a problem. Oh boy. To be clear, that water is coming from a beam, a support beam above the ramp door. It's not raining at the moment. It's very dry. Every time I take a screw out, more water would come out, and it ran for a good 2 minutes before everything stopped. It's becoming very clear that the roof needs a lot of work. Before I get to that though, I've got to get some ventilation in this thing. It's way too hot to be in there, and even with this vent, it's not really going to help a whole lot, but it will help some. So I'm using a Max Air vent, and these things are amazing. I can leave my vent open all the time. It can rain. You will get a few little drops in, but nothing major. I do plan to put another vent on the other vent, another vent cover on the other vent, but not today. So one of the big differences in a cargo trailer and a camper is the roof material. Something I was pretty excited about because this has one single layer, one single sheet of aluminum across the entire trailer. Pretty cool, except this one's a flat roof, which is fine, but we got a lot of standing water. Good morning. So this morning I washed the top of the trailer off. We had a lot of rain last night, a lot of leaks. I knew we were going to have leaks. The guy that sold it to us said he had leaks during storms. We had a pretty hefty storm last night. We got about 2 inches of rain. And I went in there last night. It was a little dark to film, but looked around with a flashlight, and sure enough, we've got little droplets. Whew, watch out for those. But they're all over the walls. So I've got a lot of work to do on the roof this weekend. Hopefully, if I can get the right materials. I'm thinking I'm gonna scrape up all the old sealant, put Eternabond 4-inch tape down, and hopefully that'll really help us out. Either way, it was somewhat expected, a little disappointing because when I first bought the trailer, I got on top and I put self-leveling lap sealant around the edges. Probably didn't have enough, but I thought I'd sealed all the cracks up, but that's not the case. So we're gonna do it right this time. But first things first, it's extremely humid, probably as you can tell. But I'm gonna do some polishing on the trailer today. I've done a few test spots already. So the plan is, once I get the panel dry, I'm going to use this 3D HD polish, some that I've had around for a long time. It's actually been really effective. I've tested a few spots on the trailer, and it's doing what I want it to do. It's getting rid of black streaks. It's shining the panel up a good amount, and since it's just a polish, it's not removing as much paint as the 3D one did. So I did a few test spots with this. It was removing quite a bit of paint, which it is a one stage paint. So when you're polishing these things, pads are going to get really dirty. They turn red. It's really alarming at first. Nothing to be afraid of. Polish takes off less clear coat or less of your single stage paint. that's it. Last panel down. That was a tough one. Tough to do by yourself, but no problem. I got it down and ready to move on. Time to paint. So we're gonna add rust converter today to all the rusty frame. We've already painted these for the most part. Gonna maybe do another coat. Those spots there. And my lovely assistant. We got all this in the back the other day. Probably do another coat and get to work on everything in that direction. So all the rust converters are on, and we've got the interior completed. As far as that goes anyway, it's nowhere near completed. But this is going to be the end of this video. I think this is enough. I hope we didn't bore you to death. This is our first YouTube video. I sure hope it goes well. I've really enjoyed doing this. It's something I can absolutely see myself doing. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Please let us know in the comments if we can do anything different to make this a little more exciting. Sometimes painting rust converter is probably not the most entertaining thing you can watch. Maybe a board falling on my head is probably good, but let me know. Let me know what we can do different. I'm working on this. I'm trying, and I hope they'll only get better from here. So thanks for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
You're supposed to say that, I'm pretty sure. We've got some really cool things coming up, and I've got some prizes that I just got in a couple days ago. I made a marketplace purchase, which was a deal which I never find. I was super excited, and it's over something that most people wouldn't be excited about. So thanks for watching. Please join us next time, and have a great one.